Pursuant to the provision of Statute number 32 on honorary degree of the University of Kabianga, an honorary degree shall be conferred.
To those who knew him, he was a development icon as a friend, a mentor, a scholar, a nationalist, a philanthropist, and a father to many. Professor Joseph Bernard Ojiambo.
Professor Joseph Ojiambo passed on Monday, 28th of September 2015 at the Nairobi Karen Hospital, where he has been battling a stomach disease for 3 months. He was born in Kisumu in the year 1950 and started his education at the Kibuye Primary School before proceeding to Kenya Polytechnic for his O and A levels.
After his A levels, he worked with City Council of Nairobi and East African Industries to raise funds for his university education after applying for a scholarship to study in the United Kingdom.
In 1979, Ojiambo joined Loughborough University of Technology in UoK to pursue a degree in information science. He later undertook his master's in the same university under scholarship. It was during this time that his academic prowess and leadership emerged that saw him excel and receive several awards, including the Best Dissertation Award.
In 1986, he was one of the only 2 Kenyans who received the prestigious Fulbright Scholarship by the US government to pursue his PhD at Pittsburgh University for a period of 3 years. Among his academic and career achievements are:
in 1981 to 1984, Ojiambo worked at the City Council of Nairobi and at the same time Kenya Science Teachers College.
In 1985, he was appointed Tutorial Fellow at Moi University School of Information Sciences.
In 1988, he was appointed the head of department and later Dean of School Information Science at Moi University.
In 1995, he was appointed by the World Bank and the Kenya government as CEO RIC Victoria Management Program for a period of 7 years.
In 1997, he became a professor based at Moi University until 2009, when Kabianga University College was established as Constituent College of Moi, where he was appointed acting Deputy Principal, Academic and Student Affairs.
In 2010, Professor Ojiambo was appointed to be the Deputy Principal, Academic and Student Affairs at Kabianga University College, and in 2013 he was elevated to the post of Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, after Kabianga University College was elevated into a fully fledged university, a post he has held until his demise.
Throughout his life, he has been a member of the Winners Chapel Christian Church and has served in many capacities both as a church elder and chairman of the church board committee.
And following his death, message of condolence has been trickling in from diverse quarters, especially from the University of Kabianga, where he was an icon.
And on Thursday afternoon, the University of Kabianga fraternity held a requiem mass to honor his life, where speaker after speaker mourned the fallen hero whose legacy will forever remain in the annals of history of University of Kabianga.
And now let us get to hear some of those messages from those who attended the requiem mass at the university's pavilion.
We just want to think about our departed colleague, and as a university, even as we think about him and what he meant to the university and to us, our hearts go out to his family who are facing a future without their loved one, their father, their husband, their uncle, and so on. We will continue praying for the family and to continue even praying for the university, because the gap that Professor Ojiambo left is large.
It has been a big blow to the University of Kabianga. We have gathered here this afternoon to share that sorrow, the grief, to share the feelings that we all have, and to condole each other for what has happened. Professor was committed to hard work. Professor wanted this university to grow rapidly, a legacy that he has left behind. My tribute to him is, Professor, we came together, we worked hard, to see that this university grow rapidly and we are still left behind. Prof, your memories, your good stories, interesting stories, your hard work, we shall always miss. Prof, fair thee, God be with you, rest in peace. Thank you.
My condolences to the family, friends, and relatives of our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Ojiambo. We have lost a leader in the academic division, a brilliant scholar in his field, and a philanthropist who I am told that he was supporting several students to pay fees.
We are here this afternoon on a very sad note because we have lost one of the most dedicated members of staff of the University of Kabianga, on behalf of the University Council, our Chancellor, management of students, and the family of Kabianga. I'd like to pass our condolences to the family of Professor Ojiambo. Professor Ojiambo was dedicated to whatever assignment and job he had been given. We all know that Professor will always be in his office very early in the morning and will leave very late. He did sacrifice quite a bit to grow this university to what it is today.
The university's top-level management paid tribute to the life of a distinguished, hard-working, committed and dedicated member of staff.
He was a godly man. You meet him in the office. At times he will always open for you the Bible. You read some verses, one or two, and at the same time he could always advise on various issues. Our prayer that all the values and character that Prof had shown will always be carried by the students who interacted with him, the students whom he led, and even some of the staff members who worked under him and those who also would like to check on his abilities.
I've known him as a scholar, as a mentor, as a friend, and as a father. As a mentor, he has touched many lives of students and even staff members, because he always wanted staff to grow to another level, which is a real mark of a Christian. He also mentored many students academically. Apart from him being a Christian, he's a dedicated worker, very highly professional, committed to his work, and he loved his work. And that is why he gave his time to the University of Kabianga until the day of his demise. That is the best respect we can give him, to celebrate him and his legacy and the words of wisdom he always shared with us.
A new prof, one as a relative, one as a friend, one as a colleague at work, a committed worker. We worked together right from 2003. I will miss him sternness. I will miss his discipline. I will miss his professionalism in work. That is what Prof was. Maybe we might get somebody, but to reach Prof's standard might also take time. God rest Prof in peace. A committed worker.
We'll miss him, we'll miss his work and his advice and everything that we did with him. We developed team spirit in this department, and we saw that when he said you should always be your brother's keeper. And we noticed that he was sponsoring some students, some very needy students. We have a list of so many needy students, over 300, in fact more than 500, very needy students. And he had picked out some 3 students that we are aware of that he was supporting. He was paying their tuition, he was giving them money for upkeep, and he could live with them during holidays. And we put a proposal to management to see if something can be done for those students, because they are left as they're destitute and they need to proceed with their studies.
Met him when the first day I got into this university about a year ago, and the time that we have spent with him, he was a source of information, a source of institutional memory of the university. My thoughts is that I noted that he was particularly very good with the students and the student affairs, and he just had this rapport with students. I must confess I cannot do it myself, so even as we try to encourage ourselves, we also encourage the university community as management. We try to encourage them, both the students and the staff, and we are working very closely with the family so that together we may mourn him and we may comfort each other.
One thing which I know about the late professor is that he was committed to hard work and he was determined to succeed all the time. For us at the University of Kabianga, and even for Moi University, and even for those who love the environment, we have lost a renowned professor. And we want to, at this time, say, those who have been left behind, let us honor him by continuing to work hard and by continuing to work as a team in this country, so that we shall always remember.
Was somebody who would come to the office at 7:30 a.m. and he would be there until 7 p.m. sometimes even quite late. We'll really miss him. We'll really miss him. We'll miss his guidance. We'll miss his leadership in the academic division. He has left a gap that will be very difficult to fill. We've lost an individual whose contribution to this university has been immense.
He has grown the university in the academic activities. From a student population of 155, the student population has jumped up to over 7,500. Our programs, which were initially 16 programs, has gone up to over 60 programs. And this is all attributed to his leadership in the academic division. University as council also, we have lost a great leader who was inspiring, and also he had a way of making friends with everybody, both the junior staff and the senior staff. As a university, as I said, we have lost a great man. We don't know whether we'll get somebody who will be able to perform whatever was performing. He was a team player, that I can say.
His remains will be interred at his rural home in Budarangi constituency Busia County on Saturday the 17th of October 2015. Rest in peace, Professor Joseph Bernard Ojiambo. And until next time, I have been your host, Ruben Irongo, wishing the family of the late professor strength at this trying moment.
And I am Abdul Karim Taraja for University of Kabianga Sentinel News Updates. And until next time, fare thee well, Professor.